This is part 2 of the chapter area related to circles, standard 10th. Continuing the sums, we will just see how some sums are done. So this is the fourth sum. This is a continuation of the previous video. The circumference of a circle exceeds its diameter by 16.8 centimeters. We have to find the circumference. So we will start with this. Let the radius be r centimeters. So the circumference is given by circumference is given by 2 pi r, but what is given? The circumference exceeds the diameter. So I will write the circumference, it exceeds the diameter, so diameter is 2r, exceeds it by 16.8 centimeters. So we will just start doing this. So we will transpose 2r to this side. It will become 2 pi r minus 2r is equal to 16.8. Then we can take 2r as common, so this becomes pi minus 1 is equal to 16.8. So 2r is equal to value of pi 22 minus 7, 22 upon 7 minus 1. So this becomes 2 into is equal to 16.8. So this is 2r into, if you cross multiply, 22 minus 7 is 15. 15 upon 7 is equal to 16.8. So now keeping r, we will transpose everything to the other side. It will become 16.8 into 7 upon 2 into 15 upon 2 into 15. So this can be done as 7 and 8, 15. Okay, so when we solve this, we are getting 3.92 centimeters as the radius. So this is the final answer. Now going to the second sum, the fifth sum. The radii of two circles are 19 centimeters and 9 centimeters respectively. Now find the radius of the circle which has the circumference of the two circles. Means if you add the circumference of the two circles, we get a bigger circle. We have to find the radius of the bigger circle. So we will say let the radii be 19 centimeters, which is r1, and 9 centimeters, which is r2. So if we add so this is the big circle. Now this is equal to 2 pi r1 because it is the sum of the circumferences of the two circles, r2. So this means 2 pi r is equal to 2 pi, I will take common, r1 plus r2. 2 pi gets cancelled. We will get r is equal to r1 plus r2. Therefore r is equal to 19 plus 9, means it is 28 centimeters. So we will say the radius of the big circle is 28 centimeters. So that's the answer. So going for the sixth sum, it is like this. The cost of fencing a circular field at rupees 11.5 per meter is 253 rupees. They have not given us the direct data. The field is to be plowed at a rate of rupees 6.5 per meter square. We have to find the plowing cost. So what we will start with, the circumference of the field is nothing but the length of the fence. So circumference of the circular field is nothing but the length of the fence. Both are the same thing. So we will equate this. So if we want the circumference of the circular field, or if we want the length of the fence, this can be written as the total cost of fencing, the total cost of fencing upon the rate of fencing. Both are given to us. From this we can find. So this is 253 upon 11.50. So we are getting the length of the fence as 220 meters. Now we do not know the radius, so we will equate this 220. This is the circumference, and this is equal to 2 into pi into r. R is the radius. So r is equal to 220 into 7 upon 2 into 22. So we are getting this as 35 meters. Now from this we will get the area of the field, because we want to find the plowing cost. So area of the field is given by 22 upon 7 into r square. So when we calculate this, we are getting 3850 meters square. Now we want the plowing cost. So the plowing cost is equal to the rate, which is rupees 6.50, into the area, which is 3850. So we are getting a final figure of 25,025 rupees. So this is the final answer. So it is 25,025 rupees. Moving on to the next sum. The next sum is this: a copper wire, when bent in the form of a square, encloses an area of 484 centimeters square. So when the copper wire is bent in a square, it is 484, but when the same wire is bent in the shape of a circle, you have to find the area of the wire which encloses. So what we will do is, it is like this. So area of square is given to us. It is given to us as 484 centimeters square. Therefore the side of the square is, we have to just find the square root of 484. So that is nothing but 22 centimeters. 22 centimeters. Now, so now we can find the perimeter, because the length of the wire is most important here. So what is the perimeter of the square? So it is 4 times 4 into the side. So perimeter of square is given by 4 into each side. So 4 into 22 means 88 centimeters. Now this 88 centimeters is equal to the circumference of the, because the length of the wire we have got as 88 centimeter. So we will write the perimeter of the square is equal to the circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle. So from here we can get, so this is 88 is equal to 2 into pi into r. From here we will get the radius of the circle. So r is equal to 88 into 7 upon 2 into 22. So 88, so 7, so 14 centimeters. So 14 centimeters is the radius of the circle. Now we have to simply find the area of the circle. because that is the area enclosed by the wire when it is bent into the shape of a circle. So it is nothing but pi into r into square. So we are getting 616 centimeter square. So that is our area of the circle when the same wire is bent into the form of a circle. Now we go to the next one, the 8th one. A circular garden has a circumference of 440 centimeters. There is a 440 meters. There is a 7-meter wide path inside the garden along its periphery. We have to find the area of the path. So just see the diagram, small r, big R, and the difference between them is the path. Now this path is on the inner side, we have to remember, and this is given as 7 meters. So I will just write this as 7 meters. So let the radius so let the outer radius be r meters and let the inner radius be small r meters. So now the circumference is given to us as 440 meters. So circumference is equal to 440 meters. Now that is equal to 2 pi r, the outer radius. So 2 pi r is equal to 440. So that is 2 into 22 by 7 into r is equal to 440. It means r is equal to 440 into 7 upon 2 into 22. So this is 70 meters. It is 70 meters. So the outer radius is 70 meters. Outer radius 70. So what is the radius of the path then? The radius of the path will be simply 70 minus width of the path, which is 7. So it becomes 63 meters. This is the radius of the path. Now we want to find the area of the path. Now area of the path is nothing but the area of a circular ring. So area of path is equal to the area of circular ring, pi r square minus r square. So this is pi r square minus small r square. So this is 22 by 7 into this is 70 square minus 63 square. So instead of going for the big ones, we will do by a algebraic identity. So this is 70 plus 63 into 70 minus 63. So this is 22 by 7 into this is 133 into 7. So it will give you a final figure of 2926 meter square. So that is the area of the path. So is the area of the path. Now going further, the next one, a wheel has a diameter of 84 centimeters. Find out how many complete revolutions it must take to cover a distance of 792 meters. We have studied that the distance covered in one revolution is equal to the circumference. So this logic will be using, let the wheel radius be r centimeter. So it is nothing but diameter upon 2 means 42 centimeters. So that is the now number of revolutions. We have already seen a formula there. Number of revolutions made in covering the distance of 792 meters is equal to the distance upon the circumference of the wheel. So this we can write as 792 meters. We will convert it into centimeters by multiplying by 100, and this is 2 into 22 by 7 into the radius is 42. So when we start, we will get, simplifying, 300 revolutions. So it will cover a distance of 300 revolutions when it covers 792 meters. Now there is the next sum, the 10th sum. A wheel makes 5000 revolutions in moving 11 kilometers. You have to find the diameter of the wheel. So the distance covered in one revolution. So we can use this formula. First is we will convert 11 kilometers is equal to 11 into 1000 meters into 100 centimeters. So this is 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centimeters. So I have converted 11 kilometers into centimeters. Now the sections, next thing is you have to find the distance covered. So the number of revolutions, we will use the same formula. Number of revolutions is given by total distance covered upon the circumference. So number of revolutions is given to as 5000. The total distance covered is 1 1 followed by 5 zeros, and the circumference we will take as diameter is, you have to find the diameter. So we will take this as 22 upon 7 into directly pi d. So when we transpose d this side, so d is equal to 11 followed by 5 zeros upon, this is 5000 into 22, 7 will go up. So when we solve this, we'll start 1 2 3 1 2 3. So it is 5 22 is 110. Again 22 will get cancelled. So 7 into 10. So it is 70 centimeters. So we can say, therefore diameter of the wheel is 70 centimeters. Going for the next sum, the 11th one. A car has wheels of 80 centimeters diameter. How many complete revolutions does each wheel make in 10 minutes when the car is traveling at 66 kilometers per hour? So we will start with the speed of the car. The speed of the car is 66 kilometers per hour. So we can take it as 66 kilometers per hour into 16, and we want it for 10 minutes. So this will be nothing but 11 kilometers. So 11 kilometers. Now this 11 kilometers we will further convert into centimeters, because 1 2 3 4 5 11 followed by 5 zeros. Now the number of revolutions made, is equal to the distance traveled. Here the distance traveled is 11 followed by 5 zeros divided by the circumference of the wheel. So this is 22 by 7 into pi d. D is 80 centimeters. So when we simplify this, we are getting 4375. So the car makes 4375 revolutions in 10 minutes. So that's the answer. Now we come to the 12th sum. The wheels of a motorcycle has diameter 70 centimeters and it makes 40 revolutions every 10 seconds. Now we want to find the speed in kilometers per hour. So what is the data? The diameter is given in 70 centimeters. So the circumference is 22 by 7 into 70. So this is 220 centimeters. Now the distance traveled in 40 revolutions. So this is the distance traveled. One distance travel is always equal to a circumference. So distance traveled in 40 revolutions. 40 revolutions will be the circumference into 40 times, because one revolution means one circumference. So we are keeping this as such. Now this is how much? 800 centimeters. Now for every 10 seconds it is traveling 8800 centimeters. So for 1 hour means it is nothing but 300 seconds, because we have been asked to find the speed in kilometers. So how much? So it is 3600 into 8800 upon 10. So we are getting this answer as 3168.123 centimeters per hour. If we divide it by 1000, because if we divide it by centimeters by 5 zeros, centimeters to kilometers, so we will get as 31.18 kilometers per hour. So that is the speed of the bike in kilometers per hour. Thank you.